Here's a singer. This is a good quiz for Chris Demm. Good question for Chris Demm now. I don't know that you'll get this. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
It's a singer who was a big name way back for being in a group a while ago. And he's covered Shiny Happy People by REM. And some online are saying it's better than the REM version.
Huh.
And they're shocked to hear who it is. Try to guess. Who's the artist singing Shiny Happy People by REM?
Nothing's jumping out at me. I'm not getting any clues. Have I heard the voice?
Yeah. But part of a group, part of a huge singing group many years ago that was a flash. I mean, just like here and gone. Would you say that's right, Biggie?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should do Celebrity High-Low.
Ooh.
But perfect. Very old school Celebrity High-Low.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let's just say this person is in his 70s.
Yeah.
Maybe even 80s.
Okay.
So give us...
well, since we're playing high-low, I can use the Dead, right?
Yes.
The guy from the Knack.
I think higher. A bigger celebrity than the guy from the Knack. Because I don't know that guy's name, and I do know this guy's name. All right?
Yeah.
Bigger celebrity than the guy from the Knack is singing that song. All right? Get part of a group now.
Part of a group?
Yeah. And a real, came on the scene, was white hot, and then went away.
Bobby McFerrin.
I think this is a slightly lower celebrity than Bobby McFerrin.
No, I'd actually say
higher.
Bet people would know.
Well, I think when people hear the group name, for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But Bobby McFerrin, and the group had probably more hits than Bobby McFerrin.
They did.
Bobby had one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this group had probably 4 or 5 big hits. Yeah. But
they were hot.
Hot as a rocket flare, and then gone.
Men at Work guy.
Bigger celebrity than Men at Guy, hotter than Men at Work. This is a band that was, for a time, and I mean a long time ago, was...
Oh, the Monkees?
Okay, now you're getting really warm.
It's one of the Monkees.
It's one of the Monkees, yeah. It is. How many are still with us of the Monkees? 3 of them?
No.
2 of them?
I think... Is it just 2? Is it just 1?
I don't know. I saw an interview with them about 5 or 6 years ago. But then a few died after that.
Yeah. Didn't we lose Nesmith and Jones? Right?
Definitely Jones. Yeah, Nesmith's gone. And who are the other 2?
Peter Tork and Mickey Dolenz. Right. That's probably Mickey.
That is Mickey Dolenz.
Yeah. Tork has died as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we know. Yeah, it's Mickey Dolenz. Yeah. Pretty good.
He's 78.
You don't like it? A lot of people are saying it's better than REM.
It's one of the hottest Google searches right now.
Mickey Dolenz does.
Who says?
Shiny Happy.
I just Googled it. I started typing in Mickey Dolenz, and it says Mickey Dolenz REM.
Why did he do it? We don't even know. He just dropped it. He just did it.
Why not?
Why not? He sang it, and a lot of people are saying, I like this better than the REM version. Okay. That's pretty good.
Name names.
That have said it's better than the REM version. I can't name any names.
The internet doesn't have names.
Thank you, Biggie. Thank you for coming.
I'm calling Poppycock.
No, you call Poppycock. You can Poppycock it all you want. I can point you to articles that say some are saying this is better than the REM version of Shiny Happy People. You're not one of those.
Disagree.
You're not one of those.
Disagree. I love the Monkees, and Mickey was always my favorite. He was the funniest of the Monkees to me.
Does he sing lead on some of the big hits for them? Okay.
He sang Last Train to Clarksville.
Great.
I mean, that's him.
What's their best song?
He's the one who sang I'm a Believer.
Great song. Which is the best? Which is the biggest hit for the Monkees?
Golly.
They're really
I'm a Believer?
Yeah, but they're
Probably.
The biggest. I love Last Train to Clarksville.
I do too.
It's a great song.
They're really, and we described them well, didn't we, Biggie? I mean, white hot
that was
for a
pretty good.
minute and then gone. But he's a bigger name than Bobby McFerrin.
Yeah.
I think. Certainly the Monkees are a bigger name than Bobby McFerrin. Bernie Taupin, talking about old music, Bernie Taupin is Elton John's songwriter, has been for a million years. And Elton John, of course, just ended his tour and played the last show in Europe and said that's it. So Bernie Taupin said, don't think the guy's retired. We're still writing new music.
People are under the conception that because he's retired from the road, they think it's retired. But that's only from the road, from touring. I mean, we have not retired as a musical entity, and there are plans afoot to go in the studio very soon.
All right. So they're ready to record new music, he says.
Yeah, well,
new music.
New music surprised me. I know Elton's been kind of letting pop stars remix his songs, which got him like, a #1 a couple years ago.
I like those. I just do. I know. That's a tween. Yeah. A total tween thing.
It was the one with Dua Lipa that did well.
I like it. I just do.
The Cold Heart remix.
Yes. Yes.
Now, the one with Britney Spears did not do as well.
I liked it too. I have to tell you, and yeah, this is real tweeny here. But I like these little remixes that they do. I have to pretend I don't, because a lot of people around me are like, listen to this trash. Yeah. Listen to what the garbage.
Elton John used to have integrity.
And then I have to say, yeah. But in reality, I really get into this. When I'm alone in the car, I'm totally into this. What are you going to do, you know?
And then he tried to help Britney.
Yeah.
They did one. It was like right as the conservatorship ended, but
I liked it too.
I remember that being a mess.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere. I think it was her fault.
I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah. But this one was the hit. This is the #1 hit, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
I thought
believe
so.
It was, yeah.
Because he had a #1 hit at an older age than most, of course, after a long time out like that.
Britney's just losing it over on Instagram now.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's just constant. Well, I should wait for Dave for this, but she's constantly. Now she's got a stripper pole, and she's just constantly on a stripper pole and a thong.
They say it gets you in a good shape. They say a
yeah, I'm sure that's
pole.
They say
I don't think she's doing it to work out.
Yeah, it works your core. I keep hearing it works your core. The stripper workout. There's an interesting piece of entertainment news here today involving Ethan Hawke. He has a new movie coming out where he actually directs his daughter. We just talked about her, Maya Hawke, who's in Stranger Things. Well, Ethan Hawke apparently had to get from New York City to Toronto for the premiere of the new movie. Now, how are they still doing premieres? How are they still doing that stuff with the writers and actors on strike? I thought that was like not to be done.
I thought so too.
But some are. So he directed and co-wrote the movie, but they had to cancel 3 flights. He was trying to get from New York to Toronto, and for whatever reason, storms were moving in. And so they basically canceled all the flights. So he took a Greyhound bus from New York to Toronto, literally went to the Greyhound bus terminal, bought the ticket, and went. And when he got there, they said, weren't you just mobbed while you were on the bus?
3 flights canceled, and I was like, I'm not going to miss this because of some airport. So I went to Port Authority and hopped the bus.
Okay, so people probably recognize you on the way up here.
Man, nobody cares about anybody else on the bus. Man, nobody's comfortable. Yeah. Nobody cares at all. I just read my book and disappeared in the back.
He's another one.
He's right.
I wouldn't have known that. If I was on that bus, even if I saw him, I wouldn't have said
He walked through this building and I might say, that guy looks kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah. Pretty big celebrity. I mean, big enough.
Yeah.
But and also, you don't expect to see him on a Greyhound bus.
No, and I bet if he puts on sunglasses, maybe grows a beard a little bit, or puts on a hat.
Like you said, even just puts his face in
Put your face in a book.
Yeah, and again, he's right. On the bus, you don't want to talk to anybody.
By the way, he was
How do you get across a border on a bus? I mean, if you're flying across a border, you have to show your passport when you take off and then when you land.
Same.
When you're literally crossing the physical border, how do you do it?
Do you show it?
Does everybody have to get off?
Or do you just show it to authorities as you get on?
Does somebody come on? I thought maybe somebody came on
like
the
a train, same way, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never crossed a border on a train or a bus.
I haven't either. I wonder if they come through and say, check your passport, please.
Papers. Papers.
That kind of thing. The other thing about Ethan Hawke, this movie, which he directed and wrote called Wildcat, stars his daughter, Maya Hawke, who's 21, 22, something like that. She has a few sex scenes in the movie, and he directed it. So he was asked, and she was asked, was that uncomfortable? And he said, no. This is our safe space. The art.
We're professionals.
The art is our safe space. And I thought, no way could I direct my daughter into some sort of, so, and apparently it was a pretty, it was not tame. It's a sex scene that's really physical. And he said, "This is our safe space. We do it for the art." And no, I absolutely don't.
Are you titillated and horrified at the same time?
Yes. Yes.
It's a strange feeling for you, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, I'm titillated by her, but horrified because I have a daughter, as he has a daughter. And I just thought, there's absolutely no way I can do that. He said, "I'm so comfortable with her. She's so comfortable with me. We tell each other everything." I was just fine. I was just fine with that.
You don't want to know everything.
I don't.
You're not comfortable.
I'm not. I don't. When my daughter starts to open up to me, I said, "Save that for your mom."
Your mom's not home yet.
Your mom's not. Yeah. Let's not talk about your innermost feelings and that kind of thing. My son, he can throw a few things out there. I mean, how deep's he going to be?
Exactly.
You know? Turns out, okay, I can't name names, but someone he knows is doing whippets. All right. You familiar with whippets? You know,
a little bit.
I don't really know what they are.
Nothing will kill your brain cells quicker.
Exactly. Something about a can of
nitrous
whipped
oxide. Yeah, like the
can of
whipped cream type stuff.
Yeah, and you do a whippet. And so we were on the phone yesterday. His mother had him on speakerphone, and he's talking about somebody he knows, and I can't name names. I sworn to secrecy on that. And he's like, he goes, "Do y'all know what a whippet is?" And I said, "I am familiar with what a whippet is." He's like, "This dude's doing whippets." And I said, I got really somber. You know, I brought the room down. I said, "You can never, ever, ever do a whippet." And he goes, "Oh, gee, thanks, Dad. Okay." Like, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be parental, like a real guidance.
It was a teaching moment.
He goes, "Oh, okay, Dad, thanks." Don't you. He's like, "This dude's doing whippets." Apparently, this guy on his hall is doing whippets, and every day he goes to the shower, but has forgotten his towel, his soap, his shampoo. And he has to...
You're like 3 weeks in, son.
God.
Pace yourself.
It's the whippets. It's because it kills the brain cells. That's the thing.
I mean, the whippets, that's what I've always heard are just one of the worst to just...
He's like...
It's only like a 10-second high, too.
He said, "There's this dude on my hall, and it's like so annoying because every day he's in the shower. He's like, 'Can somebody go get my towel?'" And I said, "What is going on with this guy?" And he says, "He does a lot of whip." He goes, "Do you know what whippets are?" And I said, "Yes, son. I know. I'm familiar. Now I'm only..."
Does his mother?
She didn't answer, so I'm not sure she knows. But I said, "Yes, I am familiar with whippets." And then he told me he's doing whippets, and I said, "You can never ever do that." He said, "Oh, gee, thanks."
And I know this is judgy, but like when I would hear somebody was doing something, if I heard they were doing whippets, that's when I'd be like, Jesus.
That's what, apparently he was too.
Yeah. Like somebody'd be like heroin, I'd be like, oh my God, that's terrible. Somebody's like, oh, the guy's doing whippets. I'm like, good Lord.
Even
like,
more.
I just think of that as more like just down the...
It's like the guy who used to huff paint and he'd wind up with
the gold face.
Yeah. Gold face.
Gold face guy.
He was arrested 4 or 5 times with his...
He couldn't stop.
And it's like that. You know, I mean, how desperate are you in inhaling that nitrous oxide or whatever?